We all know some popular fighting games on many platforms, but I made this game to make the game's developers port his popular fighting games to be able playing on mobile. I wish like Dragon Ball FighterZ Mobile, Naruto Shippuden Mobile, and One Piece fighting mobile game. Because right now we already have the king of fighters with the most played fighting games, so they can consider making it happen. Top 12 Best Fighting Games Android iOS. Best Graphic Fighting Games Mobile, Offline, Online. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Modern Fighting. Modern Fighting game. This game is just a new release on Play Store. I see a huge potential in these best fighting games that's playable offline. There are some features in this game we should know, such as we can upgrade the character status by the points that we have. Try to get a new skin to increase your confidence, but the skin will not add any status and doesn't affect anything. So I can clearly say this game does not pay to win fighting game on mobile. The gameplay is quite monotonic. We are only able to do a basic punch and basic kick. There is no skill or combination attack we can do. Make sure to counter the enemy's attack to deal more damage. Best offline fighting game mobile. Transformer Forged to Fight. Transformer Forged to Fight. We know Transformer movie for such a long time and become the most popular now. Finally, we have the best Transformer game fighting on mobile with perfect graphic and way easier gameplay. In fighting, we just need to touch, hold and swipe the screen to do many movements like attack, dodge, long range attack and heavy attack. The ultimate skill is really overpowered but needs more time to fill up the energy bar by keeping hitting the enemy. This game is supported by Netflix companies, so you need to become the members to enjoy the game. Captor Class. Captor Class. Seriously, this game is very good in PvP 1 vs 1 fighting battle. We also can play it casual and ranked fighting games by real-time online player. Captor Class will open the PvP when we clear the 2.1 stage, then the arena will be unlocked to participate. We will start with picking up 3 players that can be taken turns. It doesn't have any dodge buttons. We can only do a blink movement to stand behind the enemy to do a surprise attack, but it will consume some energy to unleash. The battle arena is quite wide, so we can move the character freely to find the right timing in the fighting. The best fighting game online, multiplayer games for Android iOS. TT Tourna. TT Tourna. The feeling is always so happy when we can play Tekken fighting on mobile. Now we can play Tekken Tag Tournament on Android for free, but I don't know about how long this game will still be playable on Play Store actually. Anyway, just enjoying this best fighting game while we can. This game seems ported to mobile unofficially. The gameplay is absolutely perfect with free coins we can use to enter the game. All of your favorite characters will be playable like Hwoarang and Jins. After we clear the first stage, then we will continue into the next stage. Absolutely the best game fighting Android iOS. Crazy Samurai. Crazy Samurai. This battle is really familiar if you ever play a brutal fighting game, which is the other version. But on this version it feels way more casual because it's not as hardcore than the last version, but still really good in combat. The way we hold the movement pad is different from the usual fighting game. We must adjust to movement control actions on the left and right side to create a precision attack. Try to get as many wins as you can to earn a gold for buying a new dagger weapon. This game is playable offline fighting game on mobile. The game size is really small and needs a super low spec phone to run it. Jump Ultimate Stars. Jump Ultimate stars Reborn Mugen. This is the best fighting game with so many strongest characters anime we know. Even the protagonist or antagonist are available to be selected. There are so many characters options. It has more than 50 heroes. I am impressed they made a pixel art game with a perfect and smooth movement. All of the character skills that we saw in movies or manga are pretty similar here. It's good an update that make the combat button getting way more responsive. When I try to play this best fighting game, you will feel how difficult the enemy is even if you play in easy mode. Absolutely the best fighting games offline on Android now. Knockout 2. Knockout 2 Wrath of the Karen. If you want to play a fighting game that's not an anime style, then try this game. You can play this game offline in small size only. The gameplay is about boxing, but we will be fighting outdoors with many different street fighters. We must anticipate the enemy's attack by swiping the screen to the left or right. Keep punch him to fill up your gauge to be ready to release the ultimate skill with a powerful punch damage. If you lose, you still have a chance to stand up by matching the spinning gauge bar. It looks so simple and easy to fight, but when the opponent gets the HP lower, then he will become trigger, speed up the movement and increase the damage. Fighting. Absolutely the best fighting game that was made by Indian developers. All of the things like character name, the character design, how is the concept of the object around, and the music is absolutely Indian. This fighting game has a very high quality graphic with a simple gameplay. We don't play with a virtual pad, but everything should be played touch and swipe. We can use our weapon only when at least one gauge bar is full. But I recommend you to keep 3 bar energy full to unleash a powerful skill. I'm really in love with this fighting game on mobile. Right now, this game is in development. We don't have much information about it. But if you want to know the full gameplay, you can check on the pinned comment, Best 3D Fighting Game Android iOS. The King of Fighter Arena. The King of Fighter Arena. This game is absolutely top tier fighting games Android iOS. All of the characters are really good, even better than the console level. But you must be prepared for a higher spec phone is needed to play this game, especially in the max setting full resolution. But you will never regret the visual effect. The gameplay is we can block the attack, but make sure you checking on the block limit gauge bar because it can break your defense. Making a very good combo to increase your energy and release the ultimate skill to give an instant kill. The best fighting game multiplayer online, Android iOS. Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 Champion Edition. This best fighting game has so many hidden characters that we must unlock through finishing the single player arcade mode. I really love this fighting game because we have a tip and hint about how to do many special movements and heavy damage of the action skill. Just let you know, Street Fighter 4 is one of the legendary fighting games and it's really famous. That's why I'm super happy we can play it now on mobile freely. This fighting game is offline, but you must download extra data inside before playing it offline. Dark Steel. Dark Steel Medieval Fighting. The best fighting game that has high graphic with third-person camera view. We will play in a medieval era with a nice vibes. The game is more like a gladiator fighting game because it's quite a hardcore. The way of the character force is really aggressive. In fact, the voiceover is really on point. This game allows the player to get new equipment like a weapon and armor. Before we start the game, we must choose one job selection. They are Warrior, Knight, Assassin. They all have different primary weapons and special abilities. Remember to learn the skill of giving massive damage. Best game fighting Android iOS. Jump Force. Jump Force. This best fighting Dragon Ball game is made by fans made by indie developers. I really enjoy the gameplay. Now we can pick the button pad to make our movement getting much better rather than just touching the screen is quite difficult. In this game, we will face many strongest hero in anime movies like Luffy, Dragon Ball character, Saint Seiya and many more. So far, I would like to declare if Jump Force is the best anime fighting games on Android iOS that is playable offline with a high level of the opponent. Some of the characters are not optimized yet, which is Luffy from One Piece, but the gameplay is really awesome.